The following examples are ties. We want to identify the time signature, common time signature, which informs us that there's 4 beats per measure, and the bottom 4 tells us a quarter note receives 1 beat. Next, we want to number each measure number 1, measure number 2, measure number 3, measure number 4, and measure number 5. This piece has 5 measures, and now we want to count out each measure. Measure number 1 has been done for us. Observe the tied note between the 2 half notes. Therefore, we have only 1 circle, and both half notes create 4 beats because of the tied note. In measure number 2, we have a half note, 2 beats, then a quarter note, and because we're in a 4/4 time signature, we will count it out as 3, and then a quarter rest, 4. Because of the tied note, we're going to put 1 circle, which connects the half note to the quarter note, giving it 3 beats. In measure number 3, we have a dotted half note, 3 beats, 1, 2, 3, then a quarter note, another beat. Because of the tied note, we're going to connect, and therefore it has 4 beats. In measure number 4, we have 1 quarter note connected to another quarter note and 1 more quarter note. 1 circle giving us 3 beats, then a quarter rest, 1 beat, and we write out number 4. For the last measure, measure number 5, we have a half note, 2 beats, tied to the next quarter note, tied to another quarter note. So we're going to put 1 circle, which gives us 4 beats. Here is an example how we would clap this measure out.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
In the next example, we're going to learn that ties can also cross a bar line, joining a note in one measure to a note in the next measure. We want to first identify the time signature. 3/4 time signature informs us that there's 3 beats per measure, and the bottom number 4 tells us that a quarter note receives 1 beat. Next, we want to identify each measure. Measure number 1, measure number 2, measure number 3, measure number 4, and measure number 5. Now we want to count out each measure. First 2 measures have already been done for us, but let's walk through it. We have a half note which receives 2 beats, therefore 1 circle. Then we have a quarter note, 3rd beat, tied, crossing the bar line, to the 1st beat of measure number 2. And so we have 1 circle connecting the 3rd beat of measure number 1 to the 1st beat of measure number 2. The 2nd beat is a quarter rest. We do not circle rests. The following beat is a quarter note, and so it receives 1 circle, and it's the 3rd beat of the 2nd measure. When we look at measure number 3, we have a quarter note, 1 beat. Then we have a half note, 2 beats, therefore 2, 3. But because of the half note, we're going to connect the 1st beat of the 4th measure to the 2nd and 3rd beat of the 3rd measure. The 2nd beat receives a rest. Then we go to the 3rd beat. But again, another tied note. And so we're going to connect the quarter note to the dotted half note, 3 beats of the 5th measure. This is how we're going to clap out this measure.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.